Defense. Guys trying to win that battle.
James faces up against Greg. They get the stop. Now they need a bucket. Keep piecing this together. Godfrey lost the bounce.
Good rotation by Greg on the backside.
Cain was hitting that in practice yesterday, and he
Excited. For sure. I mean, I think also to add to that, Dan, you said it best. Their offense, their move, it keeps them in great offensive balance to be able to get these offensive rebounds.
Cain all alone in the corner for three. Yes! Shot clock is at 7. Stolen by Cain. Here comes Cain. Stromer's chasing him, and Cain lays it in.
Good on and more. They set the screen, the roll, and it's picked off. Cain all the way. Yeah, Fears thought that weak side defensive rebound is so hard to get because you're having to rotate down from a long ways from that wing. Buggy's got 7. Cain rises and finds the twine. Fears, he lost it. Turnover, Cain, 2-on-1. Green light special, lays it up and in. Blue Cain in traffic. Mason Newell, here comes Fears, 1-on-1 with Cain. Steps through, wild shot. Cain will throw up one. That also goes. They've made a couple.
The Big East in 2011 put 11 teams in, and it was Kim Milwaukee that won the title coming out of that league.
Here's Cain going at Miles, lays it up and in, and they are within 1 points. 2-point ball game, 9 minutes to go. Cain is open, he's buried in the corner. Dribbles his way out. Free throw line jumper, Blue Cain. Georgia's turn to go on a little run right now. No teams led by more than 6 in this seesaw battle. Here Jeremiah Fears find his second wind. Here comes Cain again. Similar spot this time. He launches a 3 and finds.
Scorer Jason Edwards, a transfer from North Texas. Coming off a game where he went 0 for 12 shooting the basketball. 0 for 4 from deep in that loss, that home loss to Arkansas. Andy's largest lead of 5. Georgia with the ball in the front court. Surreal, the big man dribbling it and looking for somebody, a guard preferably. Cain raising fire. 3 and the foul. A chance at a 4-point. For the three-point shot. They have gotten everything they could ask for and more out of the transfer from Boston College. What a year for Devin McLaughlin. Cain banks it off the window and in.
And it's good for Zachary Davis.
That all began with Jacoby White attacking the basket. Defense has to step up, kick out, and there you go. Davis is able to knock it down.
South Carolina 4 of 9 from behind the arc. Blue Cain puts his head down, drives down, gets it up off the glass and in.
Again, that's the size. When you see a 6'5" guard going over a smaller guard, he's able to pull up and make that shot. So good read, good finish by Emory with the pull-up.
South Carolina turned it over 17 times against Georgia in the first meeting. They've only got 4 TOs tonight. Blue Cain. Oh, a big shot for strong drive, but it rolls off the iron for Jamari Thomas. Georgia fast the other way.
They're pushing the pace, not allowing the Gamecocks to try to set up in their half-court defense where they are good. They've been hard hedging on the ball screens, but here's Blue.
That's 2 in a row. Maybe the biggest reason that they played as well as they did.
Yeah, they had 2 guys that they were switching on in particular, so that was a set gameplay that they knew, hey, we're going to switch on these 2 guys. So you don't see all 5 guys switching, but again, a game plan. Oh, there you go, Blue.
The SEC, just like Georgia, both teams tied for 12th. Blue Cain with the pick and the bucket, and Georgia starts.
His ability to win that Big 12 tournament title and march his team off to the Elite 8, 3 consecutive seasons of 20-plus wins.
Blue Cain banging with Jordan Pope. And a follow is good for Blue. So can Texas make a run? Down by double figures. Georgia short-handed here. 5.5 to go in the first half. This is the opening for the Longhorns. And who can stabilize Georgia? They've got Lawrence, LeFew, Cain, Godfrey, and absent the 5 on the floor for Mike White. Cain off a screen. Step back on Shedrick. Cans it.
Young fella. Has got Kentucky, as you said, and you think about Texas, who's got Florida. That's going to be an intriguing one. Good set.
Blue Cain buries the 3.
This Georgia team certainly doesn't look like a group that's lost 9 of 11 and 4 straight. Blue Cain takes it inside. Working on Martin. A little too strong. Tapped around. Newell kept it alive. Blue Cain now at the free throw line. He rattles that one home. So batted around. Right to Blue Cain. He lays it up and in. You see the length of Will Richard there. It's tough to see around him. Almost another turnover. Good job by Newell coming to the basketball, though. Demery. Back to Blue Cain. They leave him open for 3. Got it!
Auburn switches so much on the perimeter.
Cain for 3, and he gets it to roll home. 32%.
I think so. My cousin Corey Hart made that song very famous in the 80s.
Here's Silas Demery running the offense for Georgia. Just 30% from the floor in this game. 10 for 33.
How can they get Demery or Cain downhill?
That's how they do it. Cain with the layup.
2 scorers on the court right now for Auburn, and Georgia knows it.
Demery threw the interception. Cain takes it away. And Blue Cain now in the double broom. 3 off of his career high. Cain can't find any space. 6 to shoot. Surreal kicks it out. Cain with 3. Hand in his face. Rattles it home.
Tied in heavy traffic and somehow splitting the double team. Trent Pierce.
I think we'll have a little bit of a tug of war on tempo today. Missouri likes to play a little bit faster. I think Grill has evolved into a much better, more complete, well-rounded basketball player. He's playing, in my view, the best basketball of his career.
Father Chris Grill still coaching his younger brother Alec over there at Mays High School in Wichita, Kansas. Blue Cain on a runner. Athletic. Perkins feeling it. Rims off. Tapped around by Gray and finally into the hands of Godfrey. Demery into front court. Whips it into the corner to Cain. Cain catching fire. 3! Back. And again, if it's close, very often they will call it because if you don't, you can't review it. So it puts the onus on the official to, if there's a gray area, to call for the goaltend.
Isolation again with Demery. See if he can beat Grill off the bounce.
Baseline drive and kick to Cain. Cain passed it up. Cain instead driving. Throws it up and in. The run.
Tremendous offensive confidence does Cruz have in his own game.
Georgia had a 3-point halftime lead. It's now a 19-point advantage for Mizzou. Another open look for Cain. This time he books it.
Missouri just has so many guys that can beat you in the one-on-one world.
Yeah. Pick your poison. Cain, stop and pop. Got it.
That shot knocked home by Solomon Washington. Just his 8th three-pointer of the year.
They should have the light system going on and off here like bonus points. Does not shoot it that well outside, but confident enough to take one.
22% for Washington. Gets that one to go, and Blue Cain knew that was going to. Here's Garcia working on James. He slips, loses the basketball, and right into the hands of Demery.
Blue Cain will fire for three again, just as you said. Maybe Taylor, he's in the scorebook with his first field goal.
Always a high level of degree of difficulty when he takes shots.
Taylor averaging 15.1 points per game. A two-time first-team All-SEC performer. Point production down from a year ago when he averaged 19 a game, which was fourth best in the league. Blue Cain, good ball fake, step back for three, and buries it.
Young nucleus.
Yeah.
They got some bigs. They've got guards that can shoot it. They've got a terrific backcourt. Now again, two of them are out tonight. We hope they get back by this weekend.
Montgomery. Cross-court pass to Cain. Catch and shoot. Got it again.
Where shooter bothered by a guy coming straight on him.
Poked away. Obaseki had to take it away. Here's Blue Cain out in the open floor. His layup is good. Blue Cain has it ripped out of his hands by Taylor. Then he keeps it alive. Off to Blue Cain now. His layup is good. Blue Cain. Oklahoma maintains their spot as the #1 team in the country. They are just on a roll right now. Welcome to the SEC. Godfrey.
Georgia needs a bucket. Got to get this crowd back in, get a bucket, get a defensive stop. Nice backdoor cut, great pass.
Blue, you know Melendez wants to get a shot at it.
Yeah, he wants to get into some kind of a rhythm or a flow to this game. So far, the second half, Mississippi State not handling the basketball now. You allow the home. It's good.
Yeah.
See how it, he's coming off 6 straight points.
Blue Cain lines up a deep three. Off the glass!
It was in conference play.
Demery off to Newell. Blue Cain back on the floor. No ill effects.
Sears into the teeth of the defense. Looked like he was half lobbing it, half floating it at the rim. In between the pass and the shot. Is there an inadvertent whistle there? Slashing to the cup.
Strong take by Mark Sears.
Blue Cain had to have it. Oh, rejected by Phylon. One back by Demery. Blue a three.
Bulldogs host Mark Sears in 4th-ranked Alabama at the Hump in Stark Vegas.
Yeah, terrific matchup. Speedy teams in Auburn and LSU, and then defense all
by Davis. He's on the leak out, and he misses. Good transition defense by LeFew, not giving up on the play. Cain all alone. Blue for three with an exclamation point of a 2. And now some pressure from the Gamecocks. Georgia practiced against this today in shoot-around. They get it all alone to Blue Cain for an easy one.
Golden came over and tapped Mike White on the shoulder and said, just so you know, he's not playing.
Wow.
Cain with another trip.
Golden. I was thinking 2 for 1 there, Coach.
You're always thinking 2 for 1, and no one ever does 2 for 1. Cain drops it.
portion of that ball was still above the cylinder.
They were triple teamed and had it blocked at the last minute by Godfrey. Here comes Blue Cain the other way.
Yeah,
and from distance.
That's his money.
In the air for a minute, lays it up with a scoop shot.
Very athletic, right, for a 6'10" kid in transition.
Few saves it over to Cain. And the three rolls home.
Well, that's
Cain lost the handle. Hit the hardwood outside. That's a three, and it's short. A few off the mark. Cain, the rebound. He got smacked out.
Can't get it. Baker Mazzara another chance. His floater no good. Fighting for the board, and it's Cain with it. Doesn't have numbers, but just flows by everybody. Mike White said the key for Blue Cain is when he is missing, to let other parts of his game still dictate. He still has 4 rebounds and an assist, contributing other ways. Lost his man, Cain for 3, got it! Cain's as Auburn finishes inside. Demery Jr. Cain, is he starting to feel it? Yes, he is! That gets the crowd back in it. Baker Mazzara, elbow jumper, rims out. The crowd is calling for Blue Cain. Cain, open, decides to put it on the deck, gets all the way to the rim, and finishes through.
It's good. Jordan Gainey, he's the senior. Sweet shot there by Jordan Gainey. Got the separation he needed with that V cut. All he needed was a peek, and he was able to knock it down. Gainey's father, lead assistant. Good.
Nothing carries weight with the committee and the metrics quite like big-time wins on the road.
Cain, the backdoor cut, and a nice find.
His basketball IQ is high, and that's why he's so important for Georgia offensively.
There he is running the baseline again, curling over multiple screens. Godfrey really gave them a touch in the paint in that first half that established that 10-point lead. Now it's Cain driving off the window through contact. Probing baseline, had that blocked by Owe. What a good defensive start for him. Cain launching 3, got it.
And almost sold it perfectly, put it on the deck in the up and under for the finish. Phenomenal.
Cain is the sharpshooter for Georgia. That's a deep 2, and it goes. Chandler. Now it's Kentucky with numbers. Butler, kick out, Robinson, and he missed everything.
All 5 players on each team are going to have to operate with a lot of poise in the half-court set.
Cain for 3, and he looks.
Had an opportunity coming down 5-on-4. Asa Newell electing to shoot the 3-pointer. That's when you want to drive it all the way to the basket, try to get a more high percentage shot. They suffered on the counterattack. Kentucky took advantage.
Backdoor cut, Cain, and he finished
the lane. Under 8 minutes to play, Ole Miss has not scored in 4 minutes. It's allowed Georgia to cut what was a 12-point deficit down to 4. Bulldogs looking for a basket. It's a 7-0 run. Cain contested, and wow. Kelly had it stripped by Cain. Cain tried to go the other way, takes it all the way in off the glass. Blue Cain.
Out to Cain in the corner. Rebound Godfrey. Double team on Godfrey, so somebody's open. Just got to find that man. It's Cain for 3. Nailed it. Blue Mary's on the floor with him right now. Knocked away by Blue Cain. Cain going coast to coast, lays it in. 7 on the shot clock. Cain takes a long 3. Bounces out. Georgia gets the rebound. Surreal gets it to Montgomery. Cain in the other corner. Drills the three.
Get out of his way. When the board comes down, let the big have his number and get out of his way.
It's hard to believe looking at number 6 for Georgia. Surreal is just a freshman. Blue Cain. How did that go in?
What's the great concentration?
Georgia's head coach. 10 games over 500. Blue Cain trying to take it the distance, and he does.
Great drive there by Blue.
Closing in on 10 minutes to go.
Trying to get that ball into the middle of the zone.
Long three by Blue Cain. Knocks it home. His Foster getting it going here in the second half.
That was a major league move right there by Tylen Grant Foster, able to keep his dribble alive, changing direction and pace and finishing up top.
Blue Cain for three. Got it.
Was aggressive with a team-high 11 points. What's critical for the Irish now to get back into this game?
Well, they got to get back to being who they are, and that means that they're going to have to do a really good job of running their offense to precision, setting good screens, cutting hard, and having the proper spacing. If they cannot allow Georgia to push them off their marks, then they will get the freed up looks. But they also have to have the defense.
Yeah, just what a weapon for Georgia.
Yeah, without a doubt, Georgia's designated shooter off the bench, also able to do a little bit of ball with his hands, play some on the ball. He's the guy Georgia certainly wants to find open looks for.
Here's Blue Cain for a three. That's good. A chance for a 4-point play.
And with those 2 fouls, Lewis sits for St. John's. Cain, pump fake, and drills it.
Chino like that shot. He can make it, but that's not his best. Go inside.
This matches Georgia's largest lead of the game. Lawrence into the corner for Cain, and Blue Cain ups the lead.
Georgia still has not made one. Marquette on the run with Gold, and then Cain came back to steal the ball.
Yeah, and the last time Marquette had a triple-double come out of their program was in 2003 by someone we all know pretty well, D-Wade.
Cain finally.
Ross did a really nice job crashing the O boards. He came in with a lot of momentum and got himself in the perfect position.
All alone in the corner. Cain got it. Big.
And the offensive rebounding leading to second chance opportunities for Georgia is what kept them in this game and kept it close in the first half.
Largest lead of the game for Marquette. Where do the Dogs go for a bucket they need in the worst way? Cain in that corner. He has loved that corner. James down low, got away from a double. LeFew from a long way away, no good. Offensive rebound. Cain tries.
The bench for it for now because they need to save him.
How long, Lexi, can you afford to keep him out?
It depends how well Marquette does without him.
Tip won't go. Say E again. Hey, oh, there's a steal by Dimry. Great play by
mismatch down low.
There you go. You called him, Slon. Good pass. Georgia moving it well. Cain wide open three finishes.
Each other. And Montgomery, when he comes eligible, well, when he adds to that, he's long. He's a defensive disruptor.
All right, on cue, Cain for three.
There we go. Made 2 of us get a lot of minutes tonight.
Well, this is one, too, where you just think with the development, and of course, it's a different era, but, you know, get some action here this year. And who knows, maybe by the middle of his sophomore year, he kind of becomes a guy for this team. But I think the building blocks are there for him.
No question.
Blue Cain from deep.
Oh, there we go.
2 ball for him. Luke O'Brien bringing up the floor, loses his footing, and the loose ball ahead to Blue Cain, and he gets it down and lays it home.
Oh, that was a nice job. Dongo faked the ball screen, cleared the entire left side of the floor, and Cullums put the Jets on, finished it.
Cain, a 3, drains it. Blue Cain. Who can Georgia Tech go to? And a turnover. Here comes Blue Cain. He jams it down.
This is longer so that they can recover to some of these three-point shooters.
So this is the second round of the Peach State Classic. Blue Cain 3-ball in.
Gets one to go.
Long three from Berry. That one won't go.
Every single three has been highly contested here, even the makes.
Yeah, Georgia's playing great. Cyril with that board going up high. And Marcus, you were a high riser. The difference it makes as Cain tries to finish in, does. Tough shot, Blue Cain. Holy smoke, what a
with that headline, oh my goodness. And another jump shot block.
LeFew will pull it back out. Georgia leads by 17. Dylan James. Here's Cain down the baseline through traffic.
Nice.
Little hop, maybe a little Euro step. Timory.
There he goes.
It's a dual 3-ball, won't go. Good touch, though. Blue Cain.
Tremendous, amount on his jump shot.
And Carter can't finish. I think Johnny Jones just looked to the heavens and might have said, well, maybe it's not our day today as Blue Cain run. And here come the Tigers back the other way. And there's a big-time block there by R.J. Godfrey.
Big's got to run down the middle of the court.
Blue Cain for three.
There it is.
Bottom. Let's see, Tech's going to pull the upset tonight. They're not real big. Leighton, Jalen Johnson, Makai Cameron, they're going to have to hit from distance.
In my notes, one of the keys to the game for them is when they get open shots, they have to nail them. When I've been on that bench of the underdog team playing a big school, you got to capitalize on those moments and those times.
Here's Blue Cain on the drive. Hangs and knocks it down.
He's got to find them.
Like you said, Cameron, he is put together like his dad. He's got the SEC body. Here's Abson. Dylan James, a sophomore, part of the trio of rookie returnees from a year ago. Here's Cyril. Now James. Underneath, Blue Cain back to the basket. With all these guards, a lot of good ball handlers on the floor. That can limit the press, which goes back to right on cue. Not many turnovers. There's a big one there, though. Cain back the other way. And do we have a goaltending? We do. Count that one. Cameron with 13, Leighton with 10, and Rodney Johnson with 10. I've seen some teams through the years focus too much on the other team. They over-scout. You got to do what you do well and make those adjustments. That could be a tightrope, the old paralysis by analysis.
You're spot on right there with that. Again, a little adjustment by Tennessee Tech. Rodney Johnson's hit a couple threes.
Like the move from Blue Cain with a lefty finish.